Good blowing, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Daily Energy. Hola, ni hao, annyeonghaseyo. Okay, so that's hello in Spanish, Chinese, and Korean. Okay, um, so I think I said it right. Okay, with the annyeonghaseyo. Okay, because I only learned from watching K-pop, K-dramas. All right. But anywho, meanwhile, back at the ranch, let me tell you something. My good one is a way of saying good, blessed, and wonderful. Okay, all in one. I don't really like to waste time, so I say good one, everybody. All right. Um, and so if you say good morning to me, you're gonna get a good one. You say good night to me, you're gonna get a good one. Okay. You say good evening to me, you're gonna get a good one. Good, blessed, wonderful. All right. That's my greeting to you. Okay. All right. So, um, some ways to be. But before I get to that, let me tell you what the day is. The day is lead you, urful de thirst. Lead you, urful de thirst. It is the fourth day of July. It is a day of leadership, home, family, community, and security in action. So, some things that we want to do today is exercise and release negativity, make a connection, and share bonds and goals. But here's the thing, let me stop here on making a connection and share bonds and goals. So, yesterday, it was a day that we were encouraged to heal the inner child. And without knowing it, yesterday, I was able to heal my inner child. My inner child was often self conscious because all her life she had been hearing that she was a witch, and because of all the negative connotations that comes with being a witch, she ran from that. Okay, I'm not a witch in this life. I'm not a witch in this life, but apparently I might have been one in every other past life, okay, to certain people. Now, my inner child has to come to grips with that, okay? Because people will just come up to me and all of a sudden they will call me a witch, okay? I had this person that was just in love with me, and I guess he thought I just put a spell on him or something, and he asked me, was I a witch? No, baby. You were remembering me from a past life. Me and you were together in a past life, okay? We were married in a past life. We were soulmates we're soulmates from a past life. That's why you're connected and drawn to me, okay? But no, I didn't put no spell on you because I bless, I do not curse. That's the difference, okay? But people are afraid of me, and they are within their rights to do so, but they're not afraid of me for the right reasons. Okay, but so the inner child in me, um that was her biggest insecurity. All right, every time she was called a witch, she would react. hmm and so now, that's why Father told me, he said, you're not ready because you still care too much about what other people think about you, because he's given me this gift, and I've had this gift my whole entire life as a seer. And some of you call a seer a psychic, and some of you call a seer a prophetess, or some of you call a seer a high priest. You know, some of you call a seer a witch. Some of you call a seer a shaman. All right, I'm an oracle. All right, I've had this gift my entire life. I come from a long line of oracles. All right, and so, to make a long story short, so when people have been asking me like what I've been up to, because I have been inaccessible to them, I said I've been doing online advising. Then they ask me what kind, and I tell them, I'm a psychic. Okay, am I a psychic? No. I'm an oracle. I'm a life coach. I'm a balance coach. I'm an intuitive. But in order for me to relate to them, I have to tell them I'm a psychic. You know, I have the gift of sight. I've always had it. And so I was born for this reason in every single life. All right. And so, and so I told my mom, and so I know my mama is cool as fan. I can I brag on my family a little bit? My mama is so cool that when I changed my name, most parents would be upset about it. I didn't just change my first name. I changed my first name and my last name, baby. I changed it all. Most parents would not be cool with that. My mama, she instantly started calling me by my new name. Okay, she called me Oreo at first, but she instantly and immediately started calling me by Aurea. hmm Uh, Now everybody else outside my mama, they'll be like, "Why you change your name? Why you do that?" And I'm like, "Did you ask Jacob why he changed his name from Jacob to Israel?" You see what I'm saying? So it goes just like that. They don't know that it's biblical. It's part of the process. And so, but my mom, I guess they say, "Girl, you've been gone 15 years. We don't want to lose you again. So we just going to accept you how you are." Because they already know. I'd be like, "Deuces, I'm gone." But it's such a beautiful thing for my inner child to be healed in such a beautiful way. But it wasn't my mom that I was afraid of, because me and my mom, we had this relationship. I told you before, I never had to lie to my mom ever. She never asked me if I was lying about anything. The only thing she ever said to me was, "A hard head makes soft behind." Okay. So it's kind of like I never had to hide anything from my mom. I always been open and honest with her. Everything. I tell her everything. And so, to make a long story short, uh, my sister, I had to have a conversation with her yesterday, and she was like, "Sneak, I've been trying to call you." My sister called me Sneak. She's like, "I've been trying to call you, and I ain't been able to get in touch with you." And she said, "You need to pick up that phone." And I said, "Girl, you ain't called me." She said, "Yeah, I did. I've been calling you and calling you." And I said, "Oh, it's probably because I thought you was a bill collector." And I swiped, I swiped left because I was like, "Oh no, mm-mm," you know. I thought she was a bill collector. Probably she got one of them bill collector numbers when you call it back and it'll say, "Hello," da 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 da. Yeah, no click. Um, but anyways, and I was like, "I didn't see your call, okay?" And I said, "I've been busy. I work on my phone, and so I just been busy." And she said, "What you been doing?" And I said, "I do online advising." And she said, "What kind of online advising?" She said, "Girl, you ain't doing." It's like, "No, I ain't doing that type of online advising. I wouldn't. I couldn't do that. Okay, I wouldn't be successful at it. All right." But so she, I said, "Don't ask no questions you don't want the answer to." And she said, "Oh," she said, "I think I already know." She said, "Oh, I've been doing that. God revealed that to me." She said, "Don't let nobody judge you." She said, "You've been doing that your whole life." And I have my whole life. Okay. I've always just known things. Okay. And I would just spew that out of my mouth, the stuff that comes to me. And just so happen that stuff becomes true. Okay. And it becomes fact, not fiction. And so I learned a long time ago that I had the gift of sight. Some people call me a prophet, some people call me a witch, some people call me seer, some people call me oracle. And so I learned a long time ago that I had this gift of sight, and I thought I was crazy. Y'all just don't understand. I'm documented crazy. And I thought I was crazy. Seriously so. And so this was like my biggest insecurity. And my sister was my biggest hurdle for me because, like I said, she's the one that taught me how to pray. Uh-huh. Even though I was in church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with my dad because he was a quartet singer, my sister taught me how to pray. And I thought she was going to be the one that to like really give me the business. And she said, "Girl, don't let nobody judge you." And she said, "You got a gift." And she said, and so she said, "God, just like she did my son," she said, She said, just like he did with my son, he put you where he put you on purpose. Man, y'all just don't know how much that healed my inner child, because I love my sister. I love my sister. I've always loved my sister. But I felt like, we talked about yesterday the feeling of being alone. I felt like I was alone in this world and that nobody got me. that only few people were able to get me. And all this time long to this day, I've been clinging to the very few people that got me, and that's that Holy Trinity, the Father and the Son. I cling to them because they're the only ones that I thought got me until I met some of you, and until I got this from my sister. And she said, Sneak, don't let nobody judge you. And I said, baby, you are now on your way to an awakening. When you get to that point and it becomes not about religion for you, and it becomes about divine duty in God, you are on your way to an awakening. Good for you, sis. And so, my sister and I were able to come together yesterday in such a beautiful way. Okay? Such a beautiful way. So, yes. Uh, I got emotional in the video too earlier, but we're just going to let these emotions fly. All right? So, it was good to share that bond with my sister, and the goal of not being religious, but the goal of being spiritual. Okay? So, defend the wider interest. Okay? Defend the wider interest today is what we want to do. And the wider interest is not just focusing on the one thing, the need at that time, the selfish need, not just focusing on the greed. The wider interest is focusing on the world's needs. Okay, because if you provide for the world's needs, then you'll be able to provide for humanity's needs, and that means you will be able to provide for self needs and make the world a better place. So defend the wider interest. There's a lot of people that are going to have you to try to sign on to wrong at this time, and the wrong is the wrong that you do to other people. Being yourself, baby, is not wrong. That's all the way right. Okay? Being yourself is all the way right because it's authentically you. And you were born different to make a difference. You were born unique to be unique. One of my favorite little girls on here, and I don't know her name, but I watch her videos all the time. And her mom, I share her video a lot on my page every time I see them. But her mom, she's has vision problems, and her mom has been teaching her how to do things, how to be self-sufficient in a sense when it comes down to doing stuff. And that's like one of my favorite little girls. And she was born, I guess, I don't know if she was born legally blind, but she's legally blind. And she said, yes, mommy. I love that little girl. And so here's the thing. It wasn't a coincidence. It wasn't a coincidence, okay? This little girl is going to grow up to be somebody super powerful. Super powerful, despite her so-called disability. That is an ability for her, okay? Because her ability to not be able to see is her ability to be able to hear like none other, to feel like none other, to use her heart like none other. Yeah, I love that little girl. And so, anyways, so speaking of healing little girls, okay, so surround yourselves with those you get along with, okay? Surround yourself with those you get along with, okay? Um, You're not going to get along with everybody because everybody don't have your best interests at heart, and everybody doesn't have the world's interests at heart. And when you're here to do something high vibrational, you can't hang out with the low vibrational sometimes because that stuff just trickle down on you. You got to be cordial with them. Hi, how you doing? See you later. Hi, how you doing? See you later. Because if you hang out with somebody always negative, sometimes that negative is going to start tainting your positive. Positivity, positivity, positivity. Okay? So, surround yourself with people you get that those you get along with. At least today, there's going to be a time to where you're going to have to reach back and go back. But right now, you need to amass your energy and amass your strength. Okay, and you need to get to the point to where you feed yourself um, the good food. Okay, all right, share equally. So while you're feeding yourself the good food, remember to share that good food equally because some people going to be eating some day. Ooh, because it's the 4th of July, okay? And barbecue, this sounds right of good by now, sure do. But your girl is working on herself, okay? All right, so defend and protect the less fortunate, okay? I said defend and protect the less fortunate, but defend and protect the less fortunate. Okay, so that's one of those things that's a really touchy subject for me because when you have been less fortunate, defending the less fortunate comes easy, or it should, as long as you didn't forget where you came from. Yes, sometimes you should forget where you come from so that you can get undistractedly to where you're going. But when you get to where you're going, you're going to have to remember that thing and go back and reach back, okay, now that you're in a better position. Okay, so guard against inflexibility. Okay, focus on a worthy cause. I love this energy today. Learn to make the right choice. Okay, identify illusion and hidden agendas. Okay, it's sticking around. Release and heal past issues. Start the new cycle fresh. See things from a higher perspective. Get out and about. Go with the flow. Delay immediate gratification for future gain. Okay, so that's just simply saying, you know, don't do things in the short run that could hinder your long run success in a sense. Okay, so delay immediate gratification for future gain. Spend time with your soul family. Okay, with your soul family. And those are the people that get you. And those are the people that don't judge you. And those are people going to love you just because of you, okay? You don't have to fake the funk with them. You could be your whole entire self, okay? So, some things we do not want to do. Do not be set in your ways. Do not be biased. Do not be demanding. Do not be stubborn. Do not hesitate. Do not be uncertain. Do not judge. Do not pry, but be private. Okay? When I say do not pry, but be private, we're talking about sharing equally. So sometimes people they'll pry and they want to get all your information, but they don't give you none of their information. Okay? It needs to be an even exchange of information. If you're asking me all these personal questions like what I do, I need to be able to ask you all these personal questions about what you do. If you're asking me about what I got going on in my household, I need to be able to ask you what you got going on in your household. If you don't want me to know what you got going on with yourself, don't try to be nosy in my business trying to figure out what I got going on with myself. I'm just saying. All right. So equally share. Do not doubt yourself. Okay. Some things to remember. Remember, you are different to make a difference. Remember, when you get to the top, pull someone else up. Remember, the wrong choice is to quit on yourself. That's the wrong choice. See, I'm not talking about those who stop to tie their shoes and everybody else making a mistake and thinking they quitting. Uh-huh. They thinking they quitting and they looking back at this thing, at this race that they think they winning, and they looking back and they're like, oh, she done quit. Oh, okay. She done quit. Oh, I could just start walking now. But they don't know you just stopped to tie your shoes, and while they up there walking now because they think you not a threat to them anymore. Zoom! Here you come, my friend, and you just gonna fly right on past them. Because they started sleeping on you, didn't they? They messed up when they started sleeping on you. Nah, baby, you didn't quit. You stopped to tie your shoes. So don't let nobody cause you to quit either. Okay, and don't quit on yourself. Remember to listen to your inner voice. All right, we need intuition. All right, intuition has always been that thing that the world needed, but we have basically tried to block it a lot of times. And the intuition is the avenue that God uses to communicate with you. So if you are deeming intuition to be something negative and you don't allow intuition into your life, that means you're not allowing God into your life and you're not listening to spirit. Mm-hmm. So you want to let intuition in and listen to your inner voice. And that inner voice, you see, you know the difference. Sometimes there's inner voice, that's your soul talking to you, but sometimes you'll hear a whole on, full on whisper. Okay? And I mean like somebody saying like whispering to you. Mm-hmm. A lot of times that's God. I didn't say all the time. All right, but a lot of times that's God. All right, remember life is an adventure. Remember to see past the mask. All right. Um, it's important for you to see people for who they are at times and not what you want them to be at that time, because you could end up hurting yourself in the long run. Even though you have people's best interest at heart and you want to be there for them because you think they're loving, you think they're going to get it together, don't sacrifice yourself in that way. Because can you imagine sacrificing your life for a narcissist? Mm-hmm. Can you imagine sacrificing your life for a narcissist that will never appreciate you and will never take accountability for the things that they have done and the things that they have done to you? Okay? All right. So, let's see. Um, let's see. Where was I at? So, yeah. So, you make sure you don't want to do that, okay? Don't give it all up for that narcissist. See past the mask, okay? Remember to plant and nurture your seeds. Plant and nurture your seeds. Remember that when you plant a seed, that seed needs water. Seeds need sun. That seed needs some seeds need shade, okay? But sometimes plants need to be talked to. They need to have a talking to. Because I tell you, plants have life, okay? They're alive. They're not dead. They live, okay? All right? They grow. They thrive, okay? All right? And I read something the other day and it said, if you're not growing and you're not thriving, then you're not alive. Mm-hmm. All right. So remember, facing challenges helps you grow. Remember, you are a light, so be a light. Remember to stay calm in the face of adversity, because somebody might try it today, but just stay calm in the face of adversity. Adversity. Remember that spring follows winter. So wherever the leaves fall to protect the ground to feed the lower kingdom while it's winter, okay? Because there's things going on beneath the snow, okay, and the leaves. If you notice that when the leaves fall to the ground, you got like different kinds of insects and worms. They eat those leaves and they break it down and then they create more soil. Yeah, so that's what's going on during the autumn time, during the fall time. And then when the winter comes and it covers the ground in snow, right? It covers the ground in snow. But what happens during that time, it's keeping the ground moist and it's keeping the worms alive. It's keeping the culture going. All right. And so then when that water melts, it it waters the plants and it waters the seed that brings about the spring flowers. You see, I told you there's a process to progress. All right. So remember, what you give, you will eventually get. All right. What you give, you will eventually get. Okay. So some things that we need communication skills, listening skills, be calm, focus, strength, confidence, intuition, self mastery, because you master yourself, then you won't be out here trying to master everybody else. Do you hear what I'm saying? If you master yourself, you won't be out here trying to master everybody else, because you'll realize I don't have time to be trying to live your life. I got to live my life for me. And I said this morning to myself, I said the last time I checked, when I woke up this morning, you wasn't beside me. Okay? When I woke up this morning, you wasn't beside me. All right? When I woke up this morning, I had to put on my own clothes. You didn't do that for me. When I woke up this morning, I had to think for myself. When I woke up this morning, I had to speak for myself. When I had woke up this morning, I had to go through this process alone. When my child died, I had to deal with that by myself. Okay? When I went through the stuff that I went through as a child and was S8, I had to go through that stuff by myself. All right? When I had to learn all these tests and all these lessons when I was homeless on the streets, I had to go through that by myself. So if I had to do all the work by myself, why will I try to be you and try to live your life to be someone else after I went through all that experience and gained all this wisdom? You think I want to be you? I do not. And you think I'm going to allow you to control my life when I went through all the hell just to live my life? Mm-mm. So that's that conversation I was having with myself this morning. So focus and strength and confidence, okay? Courage and confidence goes together. Remember, courage and confidence goes together. Courage will help you build more confidence. I had to be courageous when I was talking to my sister yesterday, and to tell her the truth, I had to be courageous to come out. And now that I had to come out in such a way, I understand those who absolutely have to come out in other ways, okay? So personal power is something else that we need. Balance is something that we need. Action is what we need. Forgiveness, movement, commitment, compassion, growth, and determination. So some ways to be principled, be courageous. Told you they go together. Be generous, be dedicated, be loyal, courageous, analytical. Did I put courageous twice? I did. I put double courageous. I keep doing that. So be courageous times two, okay? Be analytical, observant, methodical. Be happy. Be creative. Be social. Be a light. Be peaceful. Be kind. Be generous. And what I didn't write here, I'm going to take the place of one of those other be courageous, and I'm going to tell you to be you, baby. Be you, boo. Okay? Be you. All right. The words of the day. The words of the day, we have amused, mind, pen. So we have writing energy today. Mad. All right. Mad. So some people are going to be big mad because you're deciding to be you, boo. Some people are going to be mad because somebody cooked the potato salad, made the potato salad, and the potato salad wasn't on point. So somebody going to be mad. Somebody going to be mad about a whole bunch of stuff. They just going to be mad. But others are going to be amused by that madness, and they just going to be laughing. Okay, so it's going to be an emotional day on different levels, so to speak. Um, so pen, write. If you're a writer, write. Okay, make sure taking notes or making memory of the day. Start. Okay, it's a new cycle. Today we start a new cycle. It's a new beginning. Some people are on a 7 day week, but I don't live a 7 day week. I live a 9 day week. Okay, and so my 9 day week ended yesterday, and so my week. This is the beginning of my week. Okay, and so that this is a word of the day, and so that's what it means when it says start a new cycle. And start is because apparently spirit is aligned on a 9 day week too. All right. um so proud because I don't know if you know this, but 9 is the number for completion. If you look at a clock, it's 0 through 9, right? 0 through 9. Okay, 1 and 0 together tie in to make 10. All right, but nothing really goes past 9, huh? Mm-hmm. And so that's why I'm on a 9 day week instead of a 7 day week, because I complete out the cycle so that I can become balanced in life. Because a lot of us, we're feeling unbalanced in this world because the world is imbalanced because it's on the wrong cycle sometimes. And so everything is out of whack because people's needs aren't provided. They're, like on certain days you do this, certain days you do that. That's what this daily energy is about. All right. So, gentleman is a word of the day. So there's going to be some respectful people out here. So good. But forget is a word of the day. So somebody might forget their manners and forget to be a gentleman, and they might be put in their place today. Okay. But we might see something about gentlemen coming up on the news or something. Proud. Oh, proud is a word of the day. So that's why I'm so proud of my family, because proud is a word of the day. I am proud of my family for accepting me. I am proud and I'm glad to be a part of a family that it can accept me for my many differences and uniqueness. And just, yeah, I'm proud of them because, I was concerned. I was concerned. But, this is why you should never give up on people. Really, okay? You can love people from a distance, though. Sometimes you got to. But you should never give up on people because people have a tendency of shocking you if you let them, okay? And shocking you in a good way, okay? But that's only after they live and they learn, okay? And they go through their own experiences, okay? You can't change people. People change when they get ready to change, all right? So illustrate is a word of the day. So I am definitely get the pen and some drawings, so a lot of illustrations, a lot of drawings. We're gonna see a lot of pictures today, apparently, and over the next few days, okay? Because we got drawing as a word of the day some few days back, okay? So illustrate, paint a picture in a sense, for someone that doesn't understand, okay? Make sure people understand by illustrating. Let's see. Um, so English is also a word of the day, English. And so I don't really know why English is a word of the day, but it is a word of the day, okay? And so maybe something comes up about England. Something. Ooh, did y'all hear my accent? Come, look, I said England. I had an accent that came in when I said England. I've been doing that here lately. I don't even know why. I was like, England. Like, anyways. Uh, so, um, so something might come up about England or English. 10 is significant. Plow is significant, and peg is significant. Uh, so because I got pen, plow, and peg, I'm getting a story about some possible freak accident that we might see on the news over the next few uh, days or I don't think it takes long for this stuff to kick in, but we're going to see something on the news about possibly a plow or I hate to say it, but someone getting stuck underneath the plow or something of another over the next few. I hope that's not the case, but I can tell you what the energy tells me it's going to do, and that's what the energy tells me it's going to do. Okay, the number 10 is significant. Okay, the number 10 is significant for today. Emotions might be on 10. All right, you might want to put on your best dress and be that 10, so to speak. Okay, when you really 100, baby, you ain't no 10, you a billion, girl. Come on, boy, come on. You ain't no 10, you ain't no dime piece, baby. I'm a billion. I'm a billion, baby. I'm a trillion. You better tell somebody. Okay, all right. Gin is significant, so a lot of people are going to be drinking. They gonna be drinking that Hennessy because I hen is a they gonna be drinking some Hennessy. Okay, Hennessy might take the forefront in the news. Okay, or something going on with maybe Hennessy. Hen is significant, so it might be just chickens, but we might see something about Hennessy come up in the news. Okay, it could be like people fighting over Patron, child. Ain't no telling who touched my MF and Patron. That's a real story. I'll tell you at another time. Consequence is significant because then was a word of the day. And so just know that whatever you do has a consequence. Okay? There's consequences for your actions and your lack thereof. Okay? So tell you that time and opportunity run together, but they don't run by themselves. It's time, opportunity, and consequence. Okay, they all just buddies up in there. They run together. Jet is a word of the day. Pen is a word of the day. Okay, jet, something significant about a jet. We saw helicopter yesterday, and now helo yesterday, helicopter yesterday. Now we're seeing jet. So something significant about a plane up in the air. Jet, we might see this, what happens with this situation over the news over the next few days. Okay, north, maybe this plane is headed north, going to the North Pole or something significant about north. Okay, north we might see coming up in the news over the next few days. Pet is significant. Just know that because it is the 4th of July, there's going to be a lot of fireworks. Pet is a word of the day. So this is spirit saying make sure your pets are good. Make sure you're taking care of them. Make sure that they have a safe place to go and hide because they like to hide underneath things. And so don't forget about them when they're outside because this is a hard day for them. Okay, it's a celebration for you, but it's not a celebration for them. They dread this day. So you're going to be hearing a lot of barking. Oh, happy birthday, Trustin! It's my Truster Bear's birthday today, y'all. How old did Trustin turn? He turned 9 today. Yeah. Trustin turned 9 years old today. It's my baby's birthday. Okay. Uh, get is a word of the day. So you might receive something. Okay. Get being a word of the day. Sleep is a word of the day. No, not sleep. I'm sorry. Sheep. Sheep is a word of the day, but I don't know what the significance of sheep is though right now. So we might hear something about interesting about a sheep in the news. And net is a word of the day. Okay, net, pet, net, sheep. Okay, uh, hen. So maybe animals getting caught in nets. I don't know. Make sure your fence line, your dog or something might try to escape today. And so make sure they can't get out, child, because with net and all this, yeah, they might try to just get out tonight and run up on somebody and they're like, get. So somebody might end up getting bit, okay, over the next few days. So affirmation, I embrace change and different. Wait, okay. The affirmation is I embrace change and I'm different for the difference, okay? I embrace change and I am different for the difference. I embrace change and I am different for the difference. The journal prompt today is I embrace. Okay, we're still in the waning crescent moon. Tomorrow we are going to be changing cycles and shifting. I think it's tomorrow. I don't know. The emo check is communities can have a positive impact on emotions by providing a sense of helping and a sense of belonging and support. Being part of a community can help individuals feel less isolated and more connected to others who share similar experiences or interests. Give back to a community that has given to you today, and you will likely feel a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Okay, so the some things that you may experience today, you may be challenged by difficult people. You may want to work out. You may have an interesting conversation. You may inspire or be inspired. You may start something new, okay? It is a day of leadership and action, okay? So you want to just be active, take action. Make sure you take the lead and stand up for who you need to stand up for, okay? Know when to stand up and know when to sit down. All right. I love you. Google one. I love you, love you, love you. Google one, Google one, Google one. Hearts go out, okay? Take care.